Letter 7. Archy interviews a pharaoh. Boss, I went and interviewed the mummy of the Egyptian pharaoh in the Metropolitan Museum as you bade me to do. What ho, my regal Leatherface, says I. Greetings, little scatter-footed scarab, says he. Kingly has-been, says I, what was your ambition when you had any? Insignificant and journalistic insect, says the royal crackling. In my tender prime I was too dignified to have anything as vulgar as ambition. The rah-rah boys in the SETI set were too haughty to be ambitious. We used to spend our time feeding the ibises and ordering pyramids sent home to try on. But if I had my life to live over again, I would give dignity the regal razz and hire myself out to work in a brewery. Old Tanintari, says I detect in your speech the overtones of melancholy. Yes, I am sad, says the majestic mackerel. I am as sad as the song of the Sudanese jackal who is wailing for the blood-red moon he cannot reach and rip. On what are you brooding with such wistful wishfulness? There in the silences, confide in me, my imperial pretzel, says I. I brood on beer, my scampering whiffle snoot. On beer, says he. My sympathies are with your royal dryness, says I. My little pest, says he. You must be respectful in the presence of a mighty desolation. Little Archy, 40 centuries of thirst look down upon you. Oh, by Isis and by Osiris, says the princely raisin, and by Pish and by Patush and by Ptah, by the sacred book Perembru, and all the gods that rule from the upper cataract of the Nile to the delta of the Duodenum, I am dry. I am as dry as the next morning mouth of a dissipated desert, as dry as the hoofs of the camels of Timbuktu. Little fussy face, I am as dry as the heart of a sandstorm. At high noon in hell, I have been lying here and there for 4,000 years, with silicon in my esophagus and gravel in my gizzard, thinking of beer. Divine drouth, says I. Imperial fritter. Continue to think. There is no law against that in this country, old salt codfish, if you keep quiet about it. Not yet. What country is this? Asks the poor prune. My reverend uselessness, this is a beerless country, says I. Well, well, said the royal desiccation. My political opponents back home always maintained that I would wind up in hell, and it seems they had the right dope. And with these hopeless words, the unfortunate residuum gave a great cough of despair and turned to dust and debris right in my face, it being the only time I ever actually saw anybody put the cough into sarcophagus. Dear boss, as I scurry about, I hear of a great many tragedies in our midst. Personally, I yearn for some dear friend to pass over and leave to me a boot legacy. Yours for the second coming of Gambrinus, Archy.